Oh, I didn't see you. Just playing on my Game Boy, the thing that's supposed to look a little bit like this. Top screen, top text, bottom text memes, the very generic stuff that you find everywhere. But what if I told you I made one with one screen? Hello everyone, my name is Don, and today we're playing with my Game Boy Macro. I'm so used to saying we're playing this game and we're playing that game, but for this one I'm actually going to be showing you my Game Boy Macro. This took me a couple days, and if you want if you want to see all the pictures of everything, go over to my Instagram. Actually, I'll just post the pictures periodically while I'm talking about how I made this in the video. So the Game Boy Macro, if you don't know, is a mod that a lot of people make that's kind of like an easy homebrew kind of thing. So let's say you have one of these, right? But the hinge has the notorious screen hinge break, right? Well, that's not really fixable unless you buy a whole new one online, which is not something you want to do because they're shit. Like, the screens are shit. And then there's the thing of buying a whole new one. Well, why would you buy a whole new one, right? So that's why people started making these. They usually make them out of the DS Lite, which, yeah, pretty much I junked all my DS Lites except one, this one. So they usually make it out of this, right? Problem is, I don't like this DS very much. I'm gonna be very blunt with you guys. I don't very much care for this DS, and I'll tell you why. Although it's a nice DS, it's got really nice lighting and everything like that, right? Let's pop a Game Boy game into it. Yeah, just a fuck. Everything's falling apart here. Just a normal Game Boy game. Oh! You see the problem? Yeah, I don't like it for that reason. But another reason being the fact that I just don't like the style of it. Like the fact that you have to slide it up like that to turn it on and off. And the volume wheel is fine, I guess. I don't know, I just don't like this. I think it's a great sleek design. Trust me, I really like it. But if I'm going to be honest, I know this is pretty dumb, but I like the original better. That's why I made mine the original version of the Game Boy. Because, fits right in. This is an easy flash that you can buy off of online. So you can pretty much aftermarket all your games. I'm going to be using this one as a travel one, just because I would like to carry around a Game Boy with me to play Game Boy games. And, of course, I don't want to ruin my actually good Game Boys, like this beautiful fucking Game Boy right here. Or, actually, even the SP I don't want to ruin. I don't want to ruin any of these nice Game Boys here that I have going on. And I would like to keep them nice. So, this one is going to be my junker. But this actually took me a lot of time to make. And I'm kind of proud with what I did. So what I did was I took one of these. I bought one of these off of Chumley's, which is in Belleville. Great place. Should definitely go there. And there seemed to be a problem. The hinge was broken, right? And I was thinking, I'll just buy another one off of, I'll just buy another cases off of online. Well, I was watching the Retro Future, and he did a video on the ones that you can buy off of online. Holy fuck, nothing deterred me more than watching that man try to figure out how to fucking go through one of those one of those things. And that man's like a pro in my eyes. He's really fucking great. So watching him do that, and knowing that I would have to buy another one off of online, which would sink even more money, and I don't have that much money for my little business I'm running here. I mean, I sell Game Boy games. I sell Game Boy. I don't sell games. I sell the Game Boys. And I don't make shit tons of money off of it. So, for me to sink more money into just buying another Game Boy would be, out of whatever the fuck I wanted to do, right? So, I don't know how to solder either. And I know that the one that he did in his video when he was making Game Boy Macro was a DS Lite. And that required some soldering. And I was like, fuck, I don't know if I want to do that. But, for a whole week I was stumped. I had no fucking clue what I was going to do. So I sat down and I took it apart. And I found out something. There is a little cable on the inside of this fucker that connects to the top screen. Unplugging that, the bottom screen still works. Now, of course, there's a ribbon cable down in here, like right around here, that if you unplug that, it does not work anymore. A lot of my DS, the DS Lites that I had to junk, were actually because of that specific problem. I couldn't fucking work with that, right? So, this one seemed to work. Well, this one's dead. Actually, I don't even think there's a battery in it right now. But yeah, this one's fucking dead. Rip this one. I actually somehow fried the motherboard. I don't even know how I did that, so I'll have to find another motherboard. It's something that I don't know how to fix on this thing, so yeah, no, I'm not gonna fuck with that. So, I was fucking around with this, and I was trying to figure out what was what, right? So I took apart the top screen. I know. The top screen ribbon cable was not an issue. Like, I unplugged the top screen ribbon cable, so there's a little board up right in here, and it connects the bottom screen ribbon cable to the top screen ribbon cable. Taking out the top screen ribbon cable revealed there was another ribbon cable underneath, but it still worked without that top screen ribbon cable. So I was like, now what in the hell is that other ribbon cable? I unplugged that ribbon cable, it's not working. Here's the thing. That other ribbon cable, through the painstaking process of taking apart the top screen, these are filters from the top screen. Yeah, just taking apart all of the top screen, having the top screen shatter on me too. Or, well, this is the shell, but the shell, brittle as shit. Also, I think that thing hit me in the face and it could have almost hit me in the eye. Yeah, taking apart this top screen, revealed it was an LED strip. It would not function without an LED strip. What the fuck? So now, the only thing keeping this thing from not working, which, by the way, it works beautifully. The only thing keeping it from not working was that fucking ribbon cable that was connected to an LED strip. Now, let me show you something. I don't know if it shows up in there. Oh yeah, it shows up. Hold on, let me see if I can get behind the camera and show you. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it on right now. You see that light that came on in there? That's the LED strip. I had to shove all of the parts from the top screen that I needed. Okay, let me get to that. So, I'm going through the painstaking process of trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna do this, right? So I take out the LED strip, I take it all out, and I realize it's just now it's just like a jangling of like wires and stuff right here. The top screen's gone, everything's gone except for those, right? This has no speaker in it, which sucks, but I don't play my games with a speaker anyway. And the fact that it has a headphone jack in it, which I'm pretty sure still works. Let me test it. On my headphones, pretty sure it still works, but let me check. No, it doesn't work. I thought it would work, but no. Anyway, so I couldn't keep the speakers in there because there was nothing for it to attach to. I mean, there was. The board in there did have, like, tacks for these two to go down on, but for some reason it just wasn't working, and I think it's because it needs both speakers to operate, which, in my opinion, dumb as shit, but at the same time, oh fucking well. By the way, look at this. They had to actually, like, clip on to the bottom, or they didn't clip on, but they just touched the points on there. It didn't even, like, have wires with the fucking hell. I hate this stupid bitch right here. This top screen little shit. I hate this fucker. This is the top screen of the DS Lite. Hate that. I hate that. But I digress. So I was like, okay, well now I have a bunch of wires hanging down, right? What the fuck am I gonna do? Well, I opened up the back here. I opened up the fucking back, and I just shove it in there. Like, there's just some, like, masking tape holding it down. But yeah, there's just masking tape holding it down. Nothing really specific, just masking tape. And I was like, okay, well, fine. So now I have pretty much this with a top screen fucked into there. And I'll show you the picture I took of it at that time. Actually, I think at the time I also took off the little top holder pieces for the joist up and down at the time, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I took those off at the time. I have some pictures from Instagram I'll show up right now. Yeah, pretty much this is what it was at the moment. So I was like, fuck it, I'm pretty proud of this, right? But then I thought, I could go further. And I did. So then, I hatched a plan. And this plan would be to fill the holes. Okay. Now, if you've noticed, there's key differences between my two Game Boys here, right? Well, DSs. Have you spotted them yet? No? Okay. Well, I'll explain it to you. Here are the X and Y buttons of the fucking Game Boy that I'm holding right here. Yeah, I filled in the holes. I thought it couldn't be done. But then watching through the Retro Futures video again, it was doable. And it was doable because body filler. So, this shit, the most toxic shit I have ever inhaled in my goddamn life. I think the Retro Future put it best when he said it took off years of his life expectancy. I think that's what he said. And I couldn't agree more. I had to wear a mask, and even then I could still smell it. Mix these two together. Okay, well, apparently it came with this, which you're supposed to apply onto around the holes that you're going to fill in. So I round this on the speaker, which speaker's gone. The holes up at the top that were there, and the two buttons. And then you mix these two together on a plate or whatever. You just mix them together. One of these is red. One of these is like gray. You mix them together until it's like a grayish pinkish concoction. Alone, like sitting alone, they both smelled like shit. But when they were mixed together, it smelled like cat food, like wet cat food. I hated that. I absolutely fucking hated that. In my room, still smells like that to this day. I did it last night, and now this is the final day. This is the day, like the final day where I get to my product. So yeah, this is actually the first day I've been able to use this thing. Yeah, so I used the body filler. I had to sit there and wait for it to dry, which actually, it didn't even take that long to dry. It took like 10 minutes. And then, oh, where's that sad piece of sandpaper that I used? Oops, I kicked you. Where is that sad piece of sandpaper I was using? No, it's on this table. Fucking hell, it's on this table. I know it to be true. That sandpaper lasted so long. I am so sorry for that sandpaper. Where'd the other one go? Okay, well, the other one's here. Where is it? Stop. Oh, found it. This thing has gone through thick and thin. Oh, before I did any of this, I completely sanded this thing down so it was no longer silver. It was like a white material, which I will show the image here. And it was this white, it was like a very soft material. When I felt it, it felt really nice on my fingers. I didn't want that color. Plus, when I put in the body filler, the pinkish body filler, it really didn't look right. So then I used sandpaper, this sandpaper on everything. I bought new sandpaper, and I thought it was the right kind. I mean, it was okay, but it was not the same grit as this, and they needed to be this grit, and it was not the right grit. So I used this thing throughout the entire thing. So when I put on the body filler, I pulled out this, sanded the whole thing down, and then we get to our, which I think I also posted a picture for that. So I'll put a picture up right now if I did post a picture on Instagram of it. So then I take this little shit faceplate out to the breezeway and spray paint it down to a nice, I actually really like this yellow. It looks really good with the black, actually. I like it. It looks like a bee. I may actually at some point draw a little, paint a little bee down here, but considering my drawing skills are a -10 on the scale of 1 to 10, I will say that I will leave that for a later date if I feel so inclined. I took the sunrise yellow, which I got from Canadian Tire, and sprayed the whole fucking thing down. And I put on several coats because I could still see the undercoat, and I can't see the undercoat now, but I mean, I could still see the, this, like, some of the silver paint that I didn't hit before, which, by the way, if you're going to do this, if you're going to, like, paint it and everything like that, sand the whole fucker down. Like, every little nook and cranny you can. The reason that the other one is so fucking useful is because it's really easy to sand down, because it's very flat. This, with its edges, in here, I couldn't get the silver in the edges, so I could still kind of see the paint, but that's fine, I don't care. I won't notice it. So yeah, I had to take out everything, spray paint it down to this yellow, multiple coats. I gotta give a shout out to Wang, really fucking hilarious guy, WHANG, look him up, hilarious. He, like, pretty much cured my boredom throughout the whole fucking thing. His YouTube videos, not him, I don't talk to him. I talked to him once on Instagram, and I think he did, like, a drive-by, I don't care. Still pretty cool to see him message me back. But, yeah, I was watching his videos while doing this and waiting for it to dry. And, oh my god, the whole house, like, even though I had the doors closed and everything like that, it smelled so much like paint. But I'll post a picture now of what it was when I spray painted it. And I think once it was all done, I also have a picture that I posted, which I'll post now. And then I waited the night. I laid down in bed and slept and woke up because the paint was tacky when I was done, right? And it just needed to sit for a long while. So yeah, so I have this now. And then this morning I posted that I would assemble it, and I did. I was playing Minecraft all day, so I needed a break from stuff, right? So this was a perfect break, and this volume wheel is pretty much the most useless thing on this now that I think about it. Yeah, and I just assembled it all this morning, and I'm really proud of it. I have never been more proud of anything I've ever done in my life. So this is a really big moment for me. You can actually see right here the motherboard for the top thing up in top. Top thing up in top. The motherboard that was that connected the top screen to the bottom screen. Yeah, that I had to shove everything down right in here, and because I couldn't put it on the other side because that's where the battery goes. So on this side, I just shoved everything in there because there was nothing in there at the time. And I also, took out this, which was a you are going to have to actually cut up this if you're gonna do it. I took out this stylus thing because fuck it, I'm not using the stylus in this thing. So yeah, I took out the stylus hole, or the stylus. And there was also a bracketing on, and there was also like this little bracket thing that went around the CPU chip. What the fuck was that useful for? The CPU was literally attached to the board. What were you thinking? Yeah, so did that. All clean, snipped it all down using some, I don't even know what they are, but they're cool. They're snipper kind of things. Snipped it all down, put in all the stuff there, taped it down with masking tape. Not electrical tape, masking tape. And, yeah, it's still in there to this day. Alright. If I shake it, nothing shakes in here other than the button, or the sound of the buttons moving around. Yeah, it's all solid. Could I have done better? Yes, I probably could have done better, but, for what it's worth, I like this thing. I will now show you a close-up of this disgusting table, and show you what this thing here looks like in action. Alright, so just showing you with this light right here that I have, that I bought at IKEA. Just showing you off the product, kinda. It's sorry if this is in the way. A lot of shit on the table's in the way. But yeah, so just the lights on. You can see I chose a glossy finish for this instead. I thought that the glossy finish looked a lot nicer. Of course, it's not going to be perfect. I don't know if you can pick up on that, but the paint has, like, I don't know, maybe that's too high def, but yeah, up here, paint isn't so nice. You can actually, yeah. It's a nice thing that I made, though. I really appreciate it. So let me turn this off. All right, so let's get into how this plays. Turn it on. Yeah, shut up about the head, Tasty. Alright, so start GBA game. On the camera, it looks really fucking weird, because old screens were like that, but I assure you, it doesn't look that weird in real life. It looks pretty good, actually. So, let's play Super Mario Brothers. These are all illegal ROMs that I downloaded. Yeah, so not having these buttons up here actually makes it easier because I fucking hate them. Fuck. Could really use that now. I'm really good at this on the NES, not very good on this thing. Yeah, so I gotta say, I really like this. The fact that this actually plays exceptionally well without even these buttons, because I'm not playing a DS game. All Game Boy games, actually, you can actually see me when the screen's black. Hi! Actually, you can see me right now. All Game Boy games only used B and A. So the X and the Y are virtually useless. Got sweat. What the fuck happened over there? You saw that, right? Like that fucking graphical glitch. Fuck. Anyway, yeah. So that's how this plays. I'm really fucking happy with this. I've loaded some other ROMs on here too. But yeah, this right here is something I'm really happy with. I think I'll pretty much go to bed with this thing. Yeah, and definitely get one of these if you're going to do any Game Boy games. It's the Easy Flash, Omega Easy Flash. It's really fucking good. I really like it. So yeah, that's the product. I hope you enjoyed this this little cut away from my usual content. I know I usually make gaming videos and stuff like that, but I've been trying to get away from all that and try to do more fun stuff that, it's bite-sized videos and, well, bite-sized, but they're still fun to watch and everything like that, and I feel like, making videos like these, or the Game Boy assembly one I did, or other things like that, I feel like that's more fun in my situation. I hope you enjoy that kind of little shift away. I'm still going to do gaming. Trust me, I'm still going to do gaming, but I'd also like to do shit like this. So, my next video is going to be about cleaning my fishbowl for George. If you don't know George, you should probably watch my streams, because I talk about him sometimes in my streams. George is my fish, and I need to clean his fishbowl. I've already done most of the videoing for that video. I just need to get the fishbowl, like the stuff for the fishbowl. So yeah, anyway, that doesn't matter. That's in the next video. So thank you so much for watching this video. Comment if you like this content and what do you want to see later on in another video. It would be really nice. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know how to finish this off, but I'll just finish it off now. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'm out. You're in.